Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Antinadina Kuhuni. Antinadina Jitamba. I'm also known as Timing Curious on social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. I'm gonna be sharing how God prepared me for marriage. And he did it so well and so beautiful, and how it's so beautiful how everything just came together. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen, but when I look back, I'm like, Lord, you're preparing me for this, and I'm just gonna share on how the Lord prepared me. So do stay tuned and watch me also try to master my makeup skills. This is the second time I'm doing a full face beat on myself, third time. Yeah, so I'm still learning. I have a lot of things to catch up on and learn, but anyway, it's fun. I really enjoy doing this look, and I think it came out very well. I think so. Or maybe it's because the lighting is not that much, but I think it came out very well. So stay tuned and watch and enjoy, and grab a few pointers here and there that can help you in your journey as well, or that can help someone else. So let's get to it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I don't know if I'm too far or too close. It is what it is. So the thing is, when I was younger, I had prayed. I remember I prayed. I was like, Lord, I want to be married by 25. Why I prayed that prayer, I don't know. I was just, something inspired in me to pray that prayer. Now, I believe that I prayed that prayer in line with God's will, which I didn't know at the time. Right? Anyway, so around 1920, I'd always had a positive outlook on marriage. First of all, let's even start there. But somewhere in my teen years, what am I even doing? Somewhere in my teen years, I was like, you know what? I don't want to get married. I think I was 19. I was like, I don't want to get married. Why? And also started buying into this whole feminist thing. We have gender, we're all equal. What you can do, I can do, right? And then it switched again after some time, just being influenced by social media and what people are saying. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing makeup. Primer. I have my mirror here, so I'll probably be looking there at sometimes. I'm not used to multitasking. I'm speaking here. I want to speak and speak and speak. Anyway, that phase didn't last long. I started desiring marriage yet again. I think around 19 or 20, I started desiring marriage. I was like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt, it'll definitely not hurt. I would love to. I started seeing marriage in a different way. I started understanding. So the way when God is preparing you for something, right, He'll start bringing information to you that just clicks and makes sense and has you having a different perspective, a different understanding, and so you're enlightened. Exactly, you are enlightened. And when the Lord starts in, like, I don't know how many of you here are watching that are preparing for marriage, or some already married, but whoever, like, before I shot this video, I was like, Lord, let it reach someone who's been like having those questions, like, how do I know you're preparing me for marriage, or do I even want to get married? All this feminist. Didn't even put this thing. Leave those feminist things, please. Don't buy into it. Like, you can do great things in the spiritual realm. There's no gender, right? But here on earth, there are just certain laws and regulations and things that the Lord has put that are also tied down to your gender. And I'm not going to get into that because, first of all, I don't have the right words to articulate it as of yet. And secondly, let me put this somewhere else. And secondly, this is not what this video is about. Anyway, so let's get back. I started watching Dr. Miles Monroe, his videos that he would preach on being a husband, being a wife, He had like a whole series. Let me see if I can. The power of woman. Okay, so these are like the stuff. There's the power of woman. Then there was one where he was explaining the role of a man, in marriage. If I find it, I'll link it down. Like, that one really explained to me. I was starting to understand. I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to understand. It's making sense, and I love how it sounds, right? So that was the first step in my mind renewal, where what I don't know is, should I wait for it to just like sit, or do I just go ahead? I'm just gonna go ahead, make I don't have time for all this. So that's on that. So the Lord started working on that. I started understanding. Okay, so I started slowly but surely. I was leaving the feminist group chat. Because my understanding had what? Been enlightened. Okay, now I think pane kwanda wanza. Ndizvo. Yeah, pane kwanda wanza. And then so once that had settled in me, right? Because it had to sit, right? I had to see, I had to have the understanding and see myself being a wife, a good wife, not just in terms of I brought my understanding of it became clear, like, okay, so this is the role of the husband, this is what I'm supposed to. I started understanding what it means to be a helper to my husband, to be the perfect helpmate to my husband. And I desire that. I was like, I need to be that woman that helps my husband achieve, and we need to work together. It's not just for vibes, right? But also we have ministry to the kingdom as a marriage. So during that time, I was in a relationship, right? And I was like, Lord, okay, if this is the men that you want me to submit to, help me, show me how, because I couldn't really see myself submitting to him, not because I'm not gonna try and explain something. It was not what God had in store for me, clearly. So first of all, I'm still learning about marriage. I'm learning about companionship, and the one thing that I really desired, I think that was the nail in the yeah, we don't do coffins, was ooh, child. I started desiring companionship, like genuine companionship. I desired having munu wangu, my own person, someone that is committed to understanding me, someone that is committed to loving me. I'm trying to put this into words. Not that I didn't have people that loved me, no, my parents, but I just wanted my own person, right? Someone I'm one flesh with. Exactly. I think that's what I was desiring, companionship of one flesh. Because I'd now seen marriage, you know how our relationship with Christ is. We are one with Christ. And I remember I heard a teaching where it says marriage is the physical representation, or let's say representation of our union with Christ. And my union with Christ is I'm one with him. So I was not desiring my person that I can be one with, right? Where we are working this life together. I just genuinely wanted my personal friend, like the one that will not go anywhere. Like, heart was really desired. She didn't do it to make up. My heart, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I don't know how people do this thing where they are talking and they are doing this thing as well, because so as I was saying, that was probably not a good idea. No, it was a great idea. It's a great idea. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this great idea that I will execute perfectly. Remember, I left the feminist group. So in that, I was now seeing that my heart was open to submitting. So now the Lord has to, in all of that, right? The Lord is working on my submission mindset or submission attitude. Like, I was now seeing myself being able to submit to the right men for me that God had that God had in store for me, right? It was not the person I was with in the relationship, by the way, if any of you are wondering. That relationship ended and the Lord continued doing his work in me. Let me blend real quick. Let's fast forward. Okay, so it doesn't look bad, is what I keep telling myself. I remember I got this confession that I would say every day, and my favorite part was where it would speak of, I'm the perfect helpmate to my husband. I would speak that and confess it all the time. You can't come here and be like, what you can do, I can do. No, I unsubscribe. My husband is the man of this house, and as the man is gonna do the manly duties, I'm gonna be his helpmate. I'm here to help him, right? And of course, I can achieve my goals. I can do great things as well, and he's there backing me up and supporting me. The papa money was you. So when it was approaching the time for us to come together to that conclusion, to be like, okay, we're interested in each other, we're interested in marriage. When it was coming to the time before we met in person, the Lord then led me to pray for the type of men, for the men that I would marry, and the type of family that I would want to be married into. And so I did that prayer, and a few months down the line, my husband and I were like, okay, so at that time, we're like, I saw some people do this. I don't know how it does. We're now expressed interests in each other. I don't know. Like, you cannot get into this without God leading you into this. If God, like, I'm not saying I've been shown flames in marriage that I needed to look back and say, okay, what did I? No, like, I'm enjoying my life. Even the small challenges, the big and small challenges that we've had. I'm like, here's another opportunity for us to grow. Let's go, baby. And because God brought us together, because God had prepared me and clearly brought us together, I have that assurance that I'm in the right thing. And come what may, I'll be victorious because God is the one that founded this thing. God is the one that established this thing. So we're good. Whereas if you just go in by yourself, you might, I don't know what will happen, right? God made me to point out the things that I was actually looking for, because one of the things that, not that checklist that the men you meet must meet every checklist. I had the basics, the foundations and principles that I was not going to compromise on. For the number one being the fact that he had to be a Christian, a devoted Christian. And I also wanted someone in my church, in my ministry. That was very important to me because I needed that person to understand. We would understand each other, knowing that we've been hearing the same message and the same doctrine. And it needed to be a person who had been in this ministry from a young age. Oh, thank God. The Lord just showed off when he gave me my husband. He brought me together with someone that was actually that has been in the ministry for years. Like I have been in the ministry since I was a child. So there's a certain way we speak, there's a certain way we communicate, we think, we do things that I didn't want to be explaining, but this is why we are fasting every first Sunday of the month. This is what, no. This is why we are giving first. No, I was not about this. I'm going to practice church rehearsals, choir rehearsals up until, because, no, I was not about to explain myself. So I'm really grateful to God for that. Oh, I had this one where I was like, I need one of his parents to be ministers, be like pastors, because I'm a PK myself, right? And we PKs, we get each other. We get each other. And I needed someone that would get me as well on that level. So I had so many levels or so many foundations that were very important to me. Another one was, I remember I wrote these things down somewhere. Of course, he needed to be intelligent. Your intelligence is very important. Like, I'm attracted to an intelligent man, and my husband is a fine, intelligent man right there. And also someone, of course, stable and got his life going together, because I'm not about to babysit no grown man. I was not about that life. So, and the Lord was like, yeah, but before I could get all of those things, he had to prepare me first, because what am I bringing to the table as a wife? My character, my attitude, my mindset. The Lord had to work on that, and that is how the Lord prepared me for marriage. And I'm basking. What I should must I put? Can I say a lighty? Maybe I should put I think the makeup is going well. What do you think, girl? My lips. I love doing my lips. I'm a little, what do you think? Like, I think it came out well. I think I did well. Oh. The head. So that is my story of how God prepared me for marriage, and I just hope that it helps someone out there. Like, if you're trying to understand, like, God, what's going on, or you just want some direction of how, like, let the Lord start the work. You will know it. You will know that the Lord has begun this good work in you, and he will see to it that it comes to fruition. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did to the end of the video, I hope this really bless someone and help someone. I think I'm gonna be speaking more about marriage, not too much because I'm just new to this thing, but I would also like to make a video on the things that I've learned, because you learn a lot of things in just 8 months. We're going to 9 months now. Soon we're gonna be a year. I'm so excited. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tina Chitamba, and God loves you so much.